Namaste YouTube, welcome to CAFE ENOMA and welcome to our reactions to Genesis. We are going to react to the song Blood on the Rooftops, and it's a request of our patron Mike. We are very happy today as it is New Year's Eve and we are going to be celebrating it in a couple of hours from now. We are just finishing our recordings for the reactions and we are already in a great mood. We heard some great songs already. One of those are a song by Toad the Wet Sprocket. I'm already, clumsy. I think let's get started with the song because I need some music to get myself into the reaction again.
Yeah, it was
Can't wait to get out.
Great song, Toad the Wet Sprocket, All I Want.
All I Want.
We've also reacted to several other songs, even David Bowie's Rebel I liked a lot in this session. Our New Year's Eve special, and this is continuing with that special. Wherever you are joining us from in the world, a very happy and amazing 2020 to you. Blood on the Rooftops by Genesis.
Film, the Wednesday play. We always watch the Queen on Christmas Day. Won't you stay? Though your eyes see shipwrecked sailors, you're still dry. Outlook's fine, the whales might have some rain. Saved again. Let's skip the news, boy. I'll make some tea. The Arabs and the Jews, boy, too much for me. They get me confused, boy, puts me off to sleep. And the thing I hate, oh Lord, is staying up late to watch some debate on some nation state. Hypnotized by Batman Tarzan, still surprised you've won the West in time to be our guest. Name your prize. Drop of wine, glass of beer, dear, what's the time? The grime on the time is mine, all mine, all mine. 9:05.
this was so beautiful, amazing. This is wow. What do I say but wow? So beautiful. Even though it seems like a quintessential English take on certain aspects that are going on in the media at that time.
Yeah.
I'm assuming a good 35 years ago because of the references given.
Yeah.
Even though it's a quintessential English take on the subject, it's so relevant even today in different ways though.
Yeah.
In a multitude of different ways. Beautiful song. What I liked about it was a wonderful, soothing, relaxing start with the acoustic guitar.
Yes.
And then it sounded more like, another band that we heard. It's not Genesis. But wow.
This was Tony Banks.
But then once the vocals kicked in, it became Genesis.
Yeah.
And the drumming. The drumming made it more Genesis.
More Genesis.
Breathtaking song, breathtaking topic, beautifully written. Can't wait to hear what Kirti has to say. I want more Genesis like this.
Yes,
This
that
kind
is,
of Genesis
that is
was missing
That
for a
is
while,
true.
isn't it?
Yeah.
We haven't heard this form of Genesis or
Yeah.
these songs of Genesis
Yeah.
for a while now, I think. So these kind of songs of Genesis, if there are more of them, I would love to listen to them. Wow, this is amazing. This is so relevant today, although in different ways, as I already said. Great take on the subject and wonderfully, wonderfully done. This is one of the first songs where actually an English group or band has mentioned, that I've heard of course, that has mentioned something about cricket.
Yeah.
One of the first and only songs that I've heard out of thousands of songs I've heard from the UK.
Nobody mentions Lords and the
Yeah,
cricket.
UK and other countries which play cricket like Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah.
It's one of the first songs I've ever heard a mention
Why
of
did
cricket.
they, kept themselves away from cricket so much when they should have been talking
Though
about
it is one of the most annoying things when the rain stops play. Unless you're on the losing side and your team is losing and the rain stops play and maybe it will be a draw if it's a test match, then you're happy. Anyway, what's your take on the subject?
I like this
On the
song.
song.
This sounded blissful and mesmerizing. Musically, the way it started, I said, whoa. The acoustic start to the song, the Spanish guitar playing there, and it took its time. It took time to get started. I like that. I like that confidence in the music when the band creates, that we know what we are doing and we are going to go like this. So I liked the space given to the guitar, and then came in the keyboard. I'm assuming that is Tony Banks. The little bit knowledge that I have about the whole team of Genesis, since we have some cricket in here, Tony Banks does things on the keyboard. That was well executed, the way both of them came together after that, and then the drums, vocals started, drums came in, and then it was full-fledged music, everything was going. I liked how, it was discussed the current scenario, the things that he's doing and the things he wants to do in a very traditional, authentic English manner. He wants to go make tea, he just can't take it, boy. The language that was used, that was also authentic English. That is nice to listen to from an English band, essentially an English band. The language used, the kind of activities mentioned, everything, references, everything were more English-like and more English references. That's what you want to listen to when you are reacting to a band from that part. And this delivered on all of that.
What do you think the song is essentially about? I would say it's about a person who's kind of frustrated, bored, irritated with what's going on in the world and what is being shown on the television.
Right.
What is your take on the subject? Is it your same? Or do you think it's more than that or something else?
I'm not living in England at the moment. I'm in India, but I'm as bored as he is of the entire affairs that happens in some country, some nation, the news. News is all ugly. Nothing ever comes out good of it. There is only a slot. Sometimes some channels have good news today. I like to stick to that because just like him, I feel bored too. I feel like, oh, let me go do something else. I don't want to see this news. I don't want to hear about all the chaos that is happening in the world. I feel the same. Whenever whoever wrote this song and whenever this was performed, times are no different today. Times are as ugly as back then. The Jews and the Arabs fighting then, that happens even today, and the other things that have
now there are lots more groups on the world.
And a lot of role of English, a lot of role of Britain too in all those things, fiddling here and fiddling there. They played a major role too. So I wouldn't leave them out.
There are rules of the English everywhere.
Yeah.
In most of the world's history. And yeah, definitely. Let's move to the next song directly without a break in the middle. Is Genesis and the song Afterglow. Once again for our patron Mike, a new patron.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a good time wherever you are in the world, Mike.
Yes.
I'm assuming you're in the UK, but in case you're outside, I hope you're having a good time there. Afterglow by Genesis. If it's anything like this earlier request or earlier song, I'll be really, really happy. We're about to leave in an hour or so. We're about to leave for a New Year's Eve special, a New Year's Eve party with friends. Oh, this is going to set us in the right mood, hopefully.
Everywhere, just to hear your call, walk upon stranger roads than this one in a world I used to know before. I miss you more than the sun reflecting off my pillow, bringing the warmth of new life, and the sounds that echoed all around me. I caught a glimpse of in the night. Look now I've lost everything I give to you, my soul. The meaning of all that I believed before escapes me in this world of none, no thing, no one. And now it's such everywhere, just to hear your call and walk upon stranger roads than this one in a world I used to know before. For now I've lost everything I give to you.
Beautiful song once again, beautiful music, beautiful words, well sung, very deep, dark, on the darker side, the deeper side of things. Yeah, I loved it, but not as much as earlier.
Me too.
What is
I
your
would
take?
agree with you.
What is your take on Afterglow?
I like the song. I like the use of the synth or the keyboard that was used essentially the entire song, the whole length of the song. It started with it and almost, went till the end, ended with it. The drums were something that I could figure out after the keyboard. I couldn't really get the sound of the guitars much. Probably it was supposed to be, the keyboard was supposed to lead the way through. And it sounded full-some music, with the keyboard being the
Wholesome.
I wanted to use full.
Fulfilling.
Why? No. As in it was the covering almost everything, the entire music, but it sounded good. It was all of it, and I liked it. It sounded good. I like the vocals as well. And talking about the subject of the song, the lyrics of the song, he is missing her. He's missing her all the way, all the time. Probably both of them are not together, and he's hoping things could change. Things were together better, and now that she isn't part of his life, he's hoping for something to turn around. He's talking about his state at the moment. The way he's living is not good. On the streets, in the dust, anywhere and everywhere, but not leading a fulfilling lifestyle. Not a purposeful, meaningful life without her. It's just lost.
And he repeated that line, I miss you more.
I know.
A couple of times or
Yeah.
more in the song, I miss you more.
That is nice.
To suggest
Very
that,
touching.
I miss you.
Yeah.
Even if you miss me, I miss you a lot more than that.
Yeah.
It may be a person who's away from home
Could be,
due to some problem.
Yeah.
He's away from home for a long time.
Maybe traveling,
maybe a
doing
year
something.
or two. He's on the road, he's traveling, he's going place to place, and everywhere he goes, instead of just enjoying the beauty around him, he finds a lot of emptiness because of her not being beside him. So I have got that feeling too in my own life. There have been a couple of times when I went on my own or with a couple of friends on a vacation. Kirti and the kids were in there. And when I went there, it was very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything was, lovely. And in looking at all that beauty and being amazed by it all, I found that I miss
You got homesick.
my partner and my kids so much at that time. I would have loved them to be there with me.
Right.
Yeah, instead of the friends that I went with. So I get that. So he may be on his own. He may be going through some strife.
It also can be the story of a musician on the road.
Musician on the road,
Yeah.
a soldier at war,
Yeah.
a mountaineer who's away for years at a time. Sometimes they go for 2 years, 3 years at a time.
Well, mountaineers, the best companion for them is another mountaineer. So they generally mingle with people or they get married with people who are in the same
So
fraternity.
let's leave the mountaineer out of this. It may be someone who's definitely struggling
Yeah.
to cope and or definitely missing this person so much
Yeah.
because this
Her
person
absence
isn't here.
is very...
Yeah, it also could mean, we are assuming it's a
Right.
partner.
Yeah.
It could mean someone else also,
Yeah, there is no mention
A-
of
a
she, I
pet.
think. Yeah.
a pet of some
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
who's just passed away
Yeah.
or lost. It could mean a parent, a grandparent if you're very young.
Yeah.
Could be anyone. It's not necessarily, unless it's mentioned and I missed it.
No, I didn't see any
It could be
reference
about
to a
anyone
woman.
you're missing
Yeah.
a lot at that moment when you're on the road or traveling or going through that period of struggle or emptiness in your life. I will stick to my initial thing that when you're at a beautiful place and you're looking at it, one of the things that always comes in my mind, and I think many other people also who go through the same thing will agree, that you miss not having your loved one beside you.
The
or once.
person you love the most.
Yeah, you like to share that moment with them.
Yeah, that feeling is, I think, universal.
Over a nice cup of fine Darjeeling tea, wouldn't you say? So it's time for us to do that. Goodbye.